It was the stuff of TV movies. A wife kills her husband, buries him in their yard, and then pretends for 8 years that he ran off with somebody else and is still alive. Tonight, we have the tape of Ellen Snyder confessing to that murder, or to that killing, to police. Here's News 13's Alex Tomlin.
And I am just saying anything that I possibly can to be mean.
This audio recording of Ellen Snyder was made in 2010, a month after police pulled her husband's body from the makeshift grave where it had stayed hidden for 8 years. She buried him in the yard outside the home he built for them. Snyder tells detectives about that last fight the couple had that January night.
He is enraged. I am enraged. He comes towards me. I shoot him. He turns to run. I continue to shoot him.
She unloaded into the 43-year-old master mechanic who suffered from MS.
And I heard him gurgle when he fell down.
She covered him with a blanket and left him in the hallway. Snyder's 6-year-old daughter Elizabeth and 17-year-old son Michael were home.
And he asked me, he said, "What happened?" I said, "I killed Mike."
She sent the children to school the next morning.
And Mike is still in the hall.
And went to work.
Michael and Elizabeth and I went and stayed at my mom's that night. Mike is still on the floor in the living room.
She returned the next day, but she quickly realized her husband's body was too heavy to move on her own.
I called my son and I said, "Michael, I just need some help. I just have to get him into the garage." Michael's like, "Well, I really don't want to, Mom." And I said, "I know, I just need some help, baby."
Snyder hired a man from a newspaper ad to dig a 10-foot hole in the backyard. Then, in the dead of night, she and her son buried Mike Snyder.
Where you found him is not where I remember putting him. I'm sure you're sure it's him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Police only cracked the case after a tip led them to her son, who then confessed. This is video of detectives questioning him. Talking about her son is the only time Ellen Snyder gets emotional.
So, obviously, when it comes to my son, I've made some poor choices in how to take care of him.
Alex Tomlin, KRQE News 13.
Police believe she did it for the money. She did have a history of financial problems and fraud, but Snyder claimed that he was abusive and that it was self-defense. A tough murder to prove, and again, it was not murder in a legal sense anyway. Prosecutors offered her a plea deal last year for manslaughter. She took that, and she ended up getting 11 years.